we live?
Yeah. Nobody's talking yet. I don't think.
Blowout on our right front steer tire yesterday. Took about 3 to 3.5 hours to get us back up and going. So make up for that today, and we're by ourselves today because of the tire blowing yesterday.
Yeah, they didn't wait on me.
No convoy.
They didn't wait on me.
They probably did for a little bit, but not for long, because that would have made all three of us leave.
Yeah.
That would have been cool, so.
I get it.
Stephen wouldn't have waited for more than an hour, but.
No.
Nicholas is in Decatur, Michigan. Yes, we do have a CB in the truck. We're in Missouri. We just left Haiti, Missouri, actually. What is up with your off-route thing up there?
That is Illinois.
So it hadn't picked up yet?
It does not pick up till you get to.
Okay. Okay. At least it ain't talking to you.
No, I've got the point now.
Telling you you're off route.
Yeah.
How far is Illinois from here? I'll look.
I need to hang on. I don't know, a little bit. It's a little bit. 50 miles, 60 miles, something like that. That alignment, the problem I was having, I no longer have an alignment problem. This thing tracks pretty damn straight. I mean, it still has a little bit of tug to it, but it's not enough to worry about anymore. favor, raise up and find RF gain. Tell me which knob RF gain is.
This one right here, the one in the middle.
This one?
One in the middle. Yeah, it's off when you go into our main thing.
Yeah, that's our channel description, but
I thought that went into our video descriptions too. Okay.
But you can't fix that, can you? I don't know if you have the ability to do that. He's a moderator.
I'm managing mod. I don't know how to do it. I thought I did it.
No, it's
At home today, huh? Good to see you got the tire replaced and you have to get a new rim also.
Yep.
And how long y'all have to sit on the side of 55?
almost 4 hours.
Yeah. The bleeding tire about one, Steven said.
I was on the phone with Matthew at 12:59.
And we didn't get going till like 4:15, 4:30.
I got on the radio. I was talking to my oldest son. I got on the radio, and I told them, I said, I got to stop and put up my right front tire. Matthew's like, well, I got to go. You got shit to do. Funny story about
Yeah,
that
we didn't make no miles.
is when the tire guy got there, I had moved from where I stopped when we got off the line. I had moved up about 100 yards because there's an entrance ramp with a shoulder. And that way there was a little bit of buffer between the highway, right? Well, when the tire guy finally gets there, he's like, are you willing to move? I was like, what do you, yeah, but this is the safest spot.
Ain't nothing I can do to
It's
help
fine,
you.
Becky. The A-column fixing it. It's fine. And so he's like, well, I'm not working on this here. We need to go up there underneath the overpass. Okay. So I pick up my triangles and I was like, did you check that tire to make sure it's not going to tear anything up? He's like, what are you talking about? You don't have a tire. I said, no, look again. He's like, oh. And so he gets on the phone and he calls another guy. And after about 20, 30 minutes waiting on the other guy, Steve gets there on his Harley. And he comes up, he's like, you're having a bad day. I was like, well, this guy's having a worse day because he was rude. The first guy was rude from the get-go. Not, hi, how you doing? You know, let's see what we can do about getting you up and going. He was just automatically an ass. And so they get everything done. Steve does all the work. They showed up with a tire already mounted to the rim. So all they had to do was take it off and put it on. They didn't have to do all that mount and dismount and all that bunch of crap. So I get Steve back at the back of the trailer. I'm picking up my triangles and he comes back there and I was like, look, I don't know what this guy's problem is. I said, but he was a douchebag from the very beginning. Now, I'm keeping it tame for YouTube purposes. But I was like, there's no reason for that. He's like, well, he's not ready for road calls like this. He thinks he is, but he's not.
Turns out he was his son.
Can I finish the story?
If you'd spit it out, yeah.
Well, you got anywhere to go?
You're like what they said Motor was. You know, Oklahomans like to tell stories and it takes them forever to tell a story.
What else are we going to talk about?
Oh, anyways, go ahead.
Anyway, he's like, well, he's my only son. I was like, well, then I'll tell you what I'll do. Because I told him, I said, I'm going to call the store and complain about him. And then he's like, well, he's my only son. I said, I'll tell you what I'll do. If you're anything like me, and you probably are, because we're about the same age, anything behind the woodshed and handle this, I won't call in on him. care of that. He's like, there's no reason for him to be acting like that. And he was even shady with his dad. Yeah, he was just all bowed up like he was Billy Badass. And so, anyway.
Hey, Louis, honey. We're doing okay.
But my alignment, like I said a while ago, it still pulls a little bit, but it is much better. So, like I said earlier, I'm just glad it didn't happen on that 2-lane road with no shoulder. And
yeah. That would have been very, very bad. Could have been very bad.
Yep. That's my biggest fear is a blowout in a crucial spot on a highway like that. That's my first ever steer tire blowout. I've had steer tires flat, but never blowout. She left the truck. Indiana. Taking all your stuff today?
Take it all right now.
You'll be asleep in a half hour.
I'm kind of doubling up on it. I'm double up on it. I did double up on the pencil, but not on the muscle relaxer and the gap pencil. Hello, Thomas. Welcome in. Good morning. Okay, Mississippi's gonna jump off for now. He's gonna get motivated to paint. Alright, so you have a good day.
Dude, I couldn't do what you do. There ain't no way I could paint every day. Spraying maybe.
Yeah, but you don't.
Rolling and brushing? Hell no. We'll come see you. Yes, princess, what did you break down? It's good. Hey, my alignment pretty much fixed itself though. Yeah. Yep. So I'm just glad it didn't blow on 61. You know, where it's real steep and maintenance and no shoulder and all that shit.
I don't think we're gonna be on long this morning, you know.
Yeah. No, the tires stayed together except for the inside wall. Yeah, I think so. Because I got to look at it and my left front tire looks brand new. And yeah, that's what I'm thinking. And the other one had good tread on it, but you can't see what the inside's doing. But there was a lot of tire dust. So.
Good morning, Eric. How are you?
Roadside what? Oh, I'm telling you, dude, you need to get out of there. Roadside said, "Oh, it's done." I made one phone call yesterday. Actually, I made two. I called them and told them. I called Roadside and I said, "Hey, I had a blowout." And they're like, "Okay, what tire?" I told them front right. And their immediate action, "Are you okay?" I said, "Yeah, we're good." We were only doing 40, 50 mile an hour when it blew out.
And it didn't likely blow.
So, anyway, that was their first reaction. And then I called them back, and I was like, "Hey, I got out and looked at it,
4 hours,
and I need a rim." And they're like, "Okay." And then they sent me a message that, you know, Southern Tire Mart will be there between an hour and a half and 2 hours.
We didn't get rolling to like 4:30,
Yes, they are.
4:40, something like that.
In fact, the guy that got there, when I stopped the first time, I was in a bad spot. very narrow shoulder up right there where okay. So I was at a very narrow shoulder. So I decided, okay, I'm going to put about 100 yards. At least there's a shoulder and an on-ramp in between me and the highway. That's the best spot. That's what I would want somebody to do if my son was out there changing a tire, because he does that every now and then. He don't do as many tires as he used to on the side of the road because he's a mechanic now, not a tire tech. Anyway, so this guy gets there and he's like, I'm not doing this here. And I was like, okay. He's like, we need to move further up the bridge. And I was like, seriously? We're gonna, put me and you in the truck 6 inches from the highway versus 13 feet from the highway? What the hell? And this guy was a douchebag from the very beginning. And so I asked him, I said, did you look at that tire and make sure it's not going to tear up anything? Because the tire was inside between the rim and the frame, and it come off in. And he looked at it, he's like, you don't have a tire. I said, yeah, I do, you need to look again. And he's like, oh. So he gets on the phone and he calls somebody. He's like, well, I got somebody else coming to help. It's a tire, why do you need help? I mean, all you got to do is take it off, put it on. You've already got a mounted tire in your truck with a brand new rim. Okay, whatever. So, come to find out, he called his dad. Him and his dad worked together at Southern Tire Mart. And I told his dad after it was all said and done, I was like, look, I'm going to call the company and complain on him. And he's like, well, he is my only son. I was like, I'll tell you what I'll do. I won't call and complain on him. I said, I'll let you take him out of the woodshed and fix his attitude towards us. There was no sense in that. Because he told me, he's like, no, you did right. You are in the best spot that you could have got to. He said, I don't know what, he's not ready for road calls. He thinks he is, but he's not. So, it was a whole ordeal. I mean, the dad knew what to do. The kid didn't have a clue what to do.
Well, it was a learning experience.
Because they had to jack it up, 3 or 4 times, and, because it was sitting on the rim, so it's too low to get the jack up there, so you have to jack it up a little bit here, and get something underneath the rim, and then jack it up a little bit there, and, no big deal. But if you don't know, you don't know. Yeah. But it didn't tear up anything else, and I don't have to fix that tire or whatever.
Pilot we stayed at last night had oatmeal.
First 30 days.
I was so excited.
And it goes back to the alignment. So, if they put it on my settlement, all I gotta do is call them and tell them no.
Matthew.
So they took the alignment off.
Did they?
Yeah, because they originally charged me $198 for the alignment. And I guess they found it and fixed it themselves, because when I looked at it again, it was not there. Yeah. Well, the thing is with ATS, okay, so they do a maintenance, 17 cents a mile for a maintenance fund. And everything comes out of your maintenance. They want you to do 2 PMs a year at the yard, and then you can do, PMs out on the road. You don't have to go to the yard but twice a year, because they want to see the truck. And so, to get in the yard, you have to go through, get this, a safety lane where they inspect the whole truck, whole trailer, your securement, tires, everything. That's amazing. Anyway, yeah. You can't even get into the yard without going into that safety lane unless the shop is closed. Your card will not work until they have cleared you through the safety lane. My badge to open the gate will not work until they clear you through. Waller was like is the right length, and it moves the correct amount of distance.
Whether it engages or not.
Can I finish talking, woman? Please.
No.
Your brake shoes do not have to engage the drum, and they will pass it. They do the bare minimum. I was like, that's not even the bare minimum.
Now Dylan on the
And
other
Dylan,
hand,
he's like, I'll fail it. He said, but Loves will pass it. I said, so Loves will pass, and then we could go a half mile down the road and get put out of service. He's like, no. I said, guess what? Loves will be paying for all of that.
he's honest.
So I won't use Lowe's for any. I'll use Lowe's for oil changes, and I'll try to take it to my son because my son knows I'll beat his ass if he screws it up. You know. But it's. But they were and I texted my dispatcher to let her know she finally came back to work. She had food poisoning. She must eat the gas station sushi.
No, because I've never gotten sick from that, thank you.
I told her. No, because I didn't know. She asked me last night. She's like, you have an ETA? I was like, no, I don't. Because, I hadn't talked to the receiver to find out exactly where I'm going because it's another data center. And they haven't even broke ground yet. We're the first ones in. So I talked to him last night at 7:30. And so I was looking at it on the map as he was telling me how to get there. And this data center bought out an old farm. He's like, there's a farmhouse. He said, if you're looking at Google Maps, he said, you'll see it clear as day. He said, there's all brown and then a patch of green at the corner of 200 and 400. I said, yeah, I see that. He's like, come to that house. Cool, I can do that. So, yeah, they'll actually do it. All I gotta do is unchain and unhook.
Good morning, Linda Lewis. Welcome in. Great, thanks, Ross. I hope you have a great day.
I was supposed to deliver at 8 o'clock this morning.
First time watching. Have a good day and blessings.
Grand
Thank you so
McNally
much,
is
honey. I
correct. I won't
appreciate
be there till right around 2 o'clock.
We're in Missouri, headed to Lebanon, Indiana.
I'm hoping that she can get me. Well, today's Thursday. There's no way she's gonna get me in. I mean, if she can get me a short load, pick up Friday, deliver Saturday, that's fine, and then pick
anyway,
up
it's
Saturday.
only 10 foot, 2 inches wide. We're not that big. We lost our convoy because we had a blowout yesterday, so they went ahead and went on, which I don't blame them for.
Maybe she'll give me a good long run for the weekend.
But we're hoping to get delivered today.
There's a lot of Indiana. We do a lot of generators, oversized generators and shit on Arcana. They gotta be tarped though.
You guys hit that like button, subscribe if you're not subscribed. I still like to meet our request for the 25,000, but don't know that we're gonna make that by New Year's with all the downtime we've had.
But I told my dispatch.
Thank you guys for
I was like, just FYI, I had a right steer blowout. And her first response was, are y'all okay?
Good morning, Giovanni.
Truck's upside down, but yeah, we're good. That's what I should. That's what I should have said. I should have said, well, the truck's upside down, but the load didn't move. There was 3 of us. We were running a convoy, which I was enjoying because I was the back truck. And I wasn't having I was checking the routes as we were making turns and stuff to make sure that, we were staying on our own track. But I wasn't having to do anything. And the guy in the middle, this was his very first oversized load. And the guy in front, he had been with ATS, 4 or 5 years. And I was enjoying it. I really was. And then this happened. I was like, well, okay.
They supposedly pulled off at Petro.
He told me, he's like, we're going to wait at the Petro in West Memphis. And so when we got going, I'm waiting for the Petro right there. But I don't blame him. I wouldn't have said wait on somebody 4 hours. No. And I've decided if we ever stop at West Memphis again, it will be at the Petro. Or the casino, but I don't like that casino. That
You don't have to go into the
that
casino.
kicks our ass. Have we ever parked at a casino and not gone in?
I'm
Shut your
saying,
pie hole.
we don't have to go into the casino.
Yeah. Yeah, It's secure. It really is. Yeah, right. I've never seen a security guard in there.
In where? Southland?
Huh?
Are you talking about the casino now?
Yeah, he said there was security.
Yeah, there is. There was the first time we were there.
But anyway, we stopped.
Remember, because you're like, yeah, you could offer me a ride. You didn't talk to him because he drove
No,
around
that was the
past us.
employee shuttle. Anyway, we drove through the Petro and they weren't there, and it was calm. Plenty of room, plenty of parking. And we were hungry because we don't have a refrigerator in here yet. I hadn't had time to go to Walmart and get one. And so we have no food in here other than popcorn. That's what I ate for breakfast yesterday, for popcorn. And so we left there and we're like, okay, I'll go to Love's, get some KFC. Because you don't get KFC that often. You know, it's nice change. We go over there and KFC has 77 people in line. And one of the ladies in there is like, it's been so long, I don't even remember what the hell I ordered. I was like, I told her, I said, no, let's go. So we went down to the Flying J, which is even a bigger cluster, and got some Wendy's. But the Flying J is under construction, which makes it even worse. It's like, I ain't know.
Yeah, we didn't have to wait long for our food, though. Good morning, Bill. How are you doing?
But West Memphis is a shithole. It really is.
Good morning, all. Monday morning, Iowa has issued a snowstorm up to 4 inches.
What?
Monday morning,
Iowa has a snowstorm, 4 inches.
Has issued a snowstorm warning up to 4 inches possible. Wow.
Wyoming already got hit with it? That's awesome.
Colorado got hit with snow a few weeks ago. I saw that on.
The company will not change. We have the tire cables not to change, but it's a rule. The only time that you use them is to get off of the highway to the nearest truck stop. So if I call, and this was drilled into us with a freaking hammer drill. If you call your dispatcher and say, hey, I'm stopping, the weather's getting bad and I'm stopping, they will look at the map of where all the trucks are, and they'll send out a message to all those trucks, find a place to stop. Even if it's not bad to them yet, the weather's getting bad, it's coming to you, stop. They're like, it's 56 here, it was chilly in my pre-trip.
Good morning, Deborah. How are you?
Yeah, because your 64 mile an hour truck might hurt him. For those of y'all on the live, Blossom is back at the dealership. She broke it again. So you've had the truck 2 weeks or a week? A week and a half. You've broken the fenders. You've blown out an airbag. You've had to be towed to the dealership. You broke the mic bar. You broke the seat. The armrest is broken.
Amber's a hot little mess.
No, it was not broken. Okay, well, it was not like that when I left the truck. The thing is, I've broke those before, and I don't use the arm seat the armrest to reposition myself. If I do, it's all the way back at the hinge. Because because I know that those little, especially the ones that click, those will break real quick. Well, you're not any fatter than I am. But yeah.
It was broken when he picked it up. They broke it.
Yeah, if it was broke when you picked it up, then somebody at the yard did it. Yeah. So I don't know. No, it's not my truck anymore. No, my problem.
Not a pasture, not
Are
a
you?
food.
Well, you better you make sure you realize that Roadside will tell the dealership to reset that
Speed.
I'm sorry, baby.
It's fine.
Window is crap, but I didn't want to fight that fuel out of it. Okay, so 57 north to Illinois, and then my GPS.
Sorry,
Indiana's
guys.
not working on that pro miles either.
You just clean the window and
Indiana
make it
is,
work.
but Illinois is not.
And y'all's view anyways.
It is what it is. I had a Vista driver call me
Any
last
better?
night. He was 13,000
Any better?
on his steers. He was 34.8 on his drives and 31 on his trailer. I was like, are your axles spread or are they closed? He's like, no, I spread them open. I said, close them. And so he closed them. He's like, okay, I'm good. I said, what's your steers? 12.9. I said, but your fifth wheel all the way back. Why? If you want to run on 12.9, go ahead. I don't know where you are or what you're doing. I'm in Nevada going to California. Yeah. But your fifth wheel all the way back. But, yeah, going to California. Yeah. Yeah, I picked up on that. And then another Vista driver called me last night, but my do not disturb
Triangle
radio.
that knocked down.
Those triangles are shit. I don't know why. Not one of my drivers got in trouble. Yep. I don't think it's Maria making those decisions. They've taken a lot of power away from her.
Tanya don't like her.
Yeah. I think it's Anton. I don't know. I had to get out of there. I couldn't do it anymore. I was fine until they started screwing with my pay. And once they do that, nope, gotta go. I mean, I would have even been okay if they bonuses with the tarp pay and the extra stop pay and all this. That would make any money. Or maybe. Okay.
Damn.
Yep.
That hurts. Here, now you can go down the truck, the whole front of it.
We're not gonna be on live long this morning.
What?
We're not gonna be on live long this morning
What?
because, well, we'll get back on later, but
You're the boss. Yeah, they were a good company when I started there. Yep.
when we took off those 3 months, that's when it started going downhill.
Yeah. Yeah, it is. I did notice my last week or two, I was getting more and more, John Smiths and Randy Travis and all kinds of American names. That is the perfect load right there for a step deck. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. I don't know what that is.
Look like steel bars.
Yeah, that's
Steel 4x4s.
steel bars. They're probably 35, 40 feet long, just 9 of them. And he's probably close to max. But it's a very low, no tarp. He's got, I think he had 7 or 8 straps on it. And perfect load. You can't, yeah. It's a gravy load is what it is. I don't know what it pays, obviously. But, yeah. Yeah, because basically he's driving down the road empty. Other than his weight. Because that load is not going to hinder anything.
Yeah, they're the size of like 6x6s or 4x4s.
Yeah, they were like 5x5. They look like to me maybe 6x6. I don't know. Gravy load. Okay. 57 to Illinois, and then this one's over, and then that's Indiana. I love these tablets. Because on the far right, I got Missouri, which is where I'm at now. The middle one is Illinois, which is the next one. The one directly in front of me is Indiana, which is the last one. That way there ain't no changing permits driving that road.
I believe your speed limit in Illinois is 55.
I think so. Illinois is 55, I think, isn't it?
Indiana is too.
Princess. Illinois speed limit's what, 55, isn't it?
Eric, honey, we're headed to Lebanon, Indiana.
What do you mean? Illinois? Oh, yeah. Is it speed limit? You're gonna have to look. You would love this app they have. Everything goes on the app. And it's a good thing that I met up with that driver that had been there 4 or 5 years. Because yeah, I did. And he's been there, he had a 4-year lease, and he completed it, and so he got a $4,000 bonus. No. A 1-year lease, and he completed it, and he got a $4,000 bonus. If you're on a long-term lease, you don't get the $4,000 bonus, but you get an APU. I'd rather have the APU than a $4,000 bonus. So, he took his $4,000 bonus and he took it down to the Freightliner dealership that we own and spec'd him out a Western Star. And it's not a bad looking truck. I didn't get to see the inside of it. But this guy, he's got his shit together. He really does.
I liked him.
He was funny as hell. But, like, and it was a great idea. I wish I had the room for it. But he has a sprayer, you know, the ones you pressurize up for, like, spraying weed killer and shit. He has one in his passenger side floorboard that he fills up with water and pressurizes it. And that's what he uses to wash his hands and shit. I'm like, that's fucking genius. Oh, I'm sorry, you too. That's freaking genius.
We can get one of the small ones and leave it down
No,
there.
I wouldn't mind finding a place out there for it if I could. But, you know, we use water bottles, it's fine. Say about it. Hold on. Can you send it to me? Hold on. See if I can find it. Let me search it. This. Okay. Oh, he's got shoes and shorts on. At least he's not in sandals. If they don't require it, I don't put my boots and jeans on. I do here. I do here. Yeah. No, I agree with that. But anyway, what I was saying was I was talking to this guy about the app and stuff. How do I do this? How do I do that? And so he climbed up on my steps and he was looking at my phone and he's like, do you want to get paid? I was like, what are you talking about? He's like, if you don't fill this out, you will not get paid. I was like, really? He's like, yeah. So he walked me through all that shit. And I was like, thank you. Because I had no clue. I'd be like, why didn't I get paid? You didn't fill out your pay sheet. Didn't know I needed to. But everything is in that app. Everything. If you don't know how to secure something, it's on the app. If you want to know your fuel prices, it's on the app. And as soon as you fuel, they send you a message telling you what your fuel discount is.
Ugly cat.
Oh, well, yeah. You can look at the map and see what the discount is before you get there. And then after, they'll tell you pump price, discount price, final price. And then you add $1.25 to it. Yeah. We fixing to be in Illinois. Right. Our whole company's RGN. What are you talking about? Decided we have screw holes on the back of every trailer. Our trailers are specially made for ATS, even though they are, I don't remember what brand. I don't remember. Anyway, our trailers are specially made, and so there's threads in the very back of the trailer. And we have pigtails hanging out of the trailer for extra lights. And they give you 2 caution lights, and they have a bracket that's welded to basically a gas pipe. And you screw it down in there and you plug it into the pigtail and it comes on. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go to Home Depot and I'm going to buy like a 10-inch. I'm going to measure my banner and measure how much thread I have or how much pipe I have now. And I'm going to buy like a 10 or a 12-inch pipe and a coupling, because that is perfect distance to where I can put my banner right below my light and put budget behind it. Instead of having them, you know, flapping around at the mud flap. They've thought this through. They really have. Yes. Right. Now, if this thing locks me up, I'm going to be pissed. Now, next week's check, I got a little check today, but next week's check will basically be a full week, but it's going to have extra fuel on it, but it also doesn't have the fixed expenses taken out. So I think what I'm going to try to do is, like for owner-operators that want the spreadsheet, they send me their stuff and I will fix it. Take mine, my master, and put their numbers in it and sell it to them. Extra money. And it will help the owner-operators too, where they can, you know, they're not just taking a driver or the company's work for it.
Good morning, Roger. Welcome in.
You know, they can keep on track of it. And my dispatcher, she hasn't sent it to me yet, but she, when we were talking, because they took us over to corporate, I think Wednesday, during orientation for you to meet your dispatcher and all that stuff. And so we were talking, and I told her about, you know, I love spreadsheets. She's like, oh my God, me too. We're going to get great. She's like, I've made some spreadsheets to where when you get load offers, you can plug them in, and it will spit out what you would make on that load. She said, and I've got it down to within like 25 cents, which is good enough, you know. I'll take the damn tire. If they were put on correctly, they wouldn't be an issue. See, the back ones do sit higher, but that is the stance of the truck, because we spent an hour and there was like 8 of us in the shop. And it's the airbag settings, yes. Because there was a big debate on all that, and do we set them with the suspension up, do we set them with the suspension down, what? And so they set them with the suspension down and I think a 2x4 as a spacer, or maybe it might have been a 1x4, I don't remember what it was. But I did it with the suspension down, and when the suspension's down, everything's straight up. But when you air it up, the back one is higher. Not my pasture, not my shit. No more. I was gonna take them off anyway. I was gonna take them off and leave them in my storage, and then put them back on as I got out the truck. I didn't make it that far. I abandoned ship at the first wave. And I hated to do it there, a long time, but I could see the writing on the wall, and it was not getting better. It ain't gonna get better. Netflix gets more involved, and it's like, why are we losing good drivers? Then he's, but that's where exit interviews come in. They don't know. Exit interviews are a good thing in my opinion. Why are you leaving? Is it strictly on you, or is there something the company can do? Is there something the company did? But they are quick to turn on you. Because Anton, I saw him in the hallway, and he's like, hey, you want to come talk? I was like, no, I'm quitting. Okay. Gone. Not a, hey, wait, let's talk about this. Nothing. But me and Melissa had talked about it beforehand, because she was worried that if you changed my mind, that they were going to get me in there and sit me down and talk to me. And I was like, no, I'm leaving. And Maria tried. She did. She tried.
That girl was crying.
And she had tears. And I told her, I said, it's on you. She's like, well, if you get a phone call, please don't throw me under the bus. Because she's worried about her job. And she definitely, she can't go to Iberia and work, that's for damn sure. Because that's where Jennifer is. Oh yeah. Yep. I did not realize how big of a population was up there. And stay on 299. I think we'll be fine on these. I'm a little apprehensive, but we stay out so long. Oh, what I was going to tell you is that other driver, the one that's been here 4 or 5 years, I was asking him about his pay, and he's like, I bring home about $2,200 to $2,500 a week. And I just kind of looked at him. He's like, hang on. He's like, I don't run hard. He said, I do 1-2 loads a week max. He's like, I try to stay under 2,000 miles a week. Dude, what? And so he's like, that's all I do. Hey, you got a radio there, Van? You got a radio on? God, he don't know how to drive. We were on live yesterday or the day before. We were talking about trucker math. And YouTube was misunderstanding us and thought we said trucker math. And they're like, what is trucker math? I was like, slides in a turban makes you professional. Let's see if this guy's gonna let me over. Of course not. Piece of shit. Thank you, sir. I was hoping that van was going to let me over, but no, he got his foot on the dash and, drinking his coffee and reading the newspaper.
Yeah, that's about hard with the course anymore,
You preach it to the choir, sister. So that other guy, the guy that'd been here a while.
Yeah, we're going on up through here. They're still working kind of hard down this way.
Yeah, it's Illinois. They've been working everywhere forever for as long as I can remember. They got their panties on a wad.
Yeah, it goes like what we got here together. Come on.
Yeah, Illinois is its own little beast.
I know it all too well, brother. I know it all too well. Well, you be careful, buddy. I'm going to be getting off there in just a second. I got to throw some of this black stuff down on the road.
You have a good one. Be careful.
Oh, thank you.
Anyway, he had I've got 3 little giant ladders. And I would really like to carry one, but there's not a good spot to put it. Well, he has his on a bracket on his door. He can still open his door. So I asked him, I said, where'd you get that bracket? He's like, I found a old handle from one of our headache racks, because we have the long, thin handles. He said, I took one of them handles off, cut it in half, bolted it on the door, and that ladder slides right in perfect. And I was like, that's the kind of shit I like. Looking at other trucks, seeing what they're doing, so I can tweak mine. I guess he was a dump truck, maybe? Damn, that water's good.
Good morning, Dawn. How are you?
How many people's on?
12.
Obviously, you heard I got my radio put in. Just one. I left the other one at the yard. I'll put it in when I get my heavy haul truck. And he runs 2 radios too. I was like, I thought I was the only one that did that. He was like, no, it's good to have 2 radios. You're running what? Naked? Nah. I'm hoping that's what you're talking about. I hope you're not sitting in that seat. You ought to, though, just, and not tell the next driver. You ought to. You ought to. That would be hilarious. That'd be hilarious. Yeah. Yeah. They don't fine you for anything here. Now they will fire you. You know, the cameras they have has a point system, and you can look at it and see and all this good shit. So far I've gotten 4 points. One incident for following too close, less than a second, and I think what it was a car cut in front of me to exit, and the thing went off. But they review everything, so if it's something like that, uncontrollable, they'll, you know, and the points fall off every month. So, and plus I'm on a 30-day deer. I'm on a 30-day, you know, not a probation, but like a forgiveness thing. Our first 30 days, unless I do something absolutely freaking critically stupid. Yeah. Well, they wouldn't see that because the inside cameras, they put a sticker over them. But like, if I did a U-turn, they're big on no U-turns, which I did one the other day. But the way I did it, it didn't pick it up as a U-turn because I was protected at a stoplight, and I didn't just do a U-turn. I went in, and it was like a figure 6. Instead of a U type of thing. What is he doing?
Hello, Lorenzo. Welcome in.
This guy in front of me must be eating Pringles or something. I don't know what he's doing. There he goes again. Okay, so right lane was blocked for about 3 miles. He would not let me over, so I got in behind him. And then when it was finally over, he got over to the right lane, and then got halfway in the left lane, and went back to the right lane, and then halfway to the left lane, and back to the right lane, and now he's back in the left lane because we're losing the right lane. It's like, what? I've got probably 5 trucks, 6 truck links. I don't know what he's doing, but I don't want nowhere near him.
Hi, Mickey, honey. How are you? Bonnie says, how long did it take for someone to come out? We sat there for almost 4 hours, you guys. No, we didn't. We sat there for about 4 hours, and then we got to drive for about an hour to get to a truck stop for the night because of daylight. We had to be off the road a half hour after sunset, so.
We parked right at sunset because I didn't want to take a chance of
we parked right at 6:30 or so because we didn't want
the pilot in Haiti, Missouri always has parking.
We didn't want to get out there where we weren't going to have a place to go, so we
I call it Haiti.
Considering, well, I say pretty early. We stopped earlier than we should have had to.
Yeah.
But we didn't get very many miles yesterday, and we were running out of daylight, so.
But they always have parking until, the wee hours. So I just stopped there. And it was, within like 20 minutes of I needed to stop anyway. So. Do what? I can edit, I just can't edit the drive line. Like yesterday, I stayed on duty while doing that tire because I forgot. And so I was able to go in and change it. And it's a lot easier than when it's there. app has everything. You got an app on your phone that you can see your settlements, you can see your permits go there. So, like when the permits come in, they will put them in the system under your truck number, and then it automatically sends them to your devices. It'll automatically send it to your app, and it won't send it to your ELD tablet. It's a Samsung tablet. It'll send you a message. Hey, you got documents. Yeah, they give you a printer, which I gave mine back because I didn't need it and I didn't have room for it. But just everything you can imagine is in that app. And it's all automated. The only thing I don't like is that they have the permits. As soon as they give you the load, they get permits. Because we have, 30 people that do permits. But they won't send you the permits until you're loaded. Exactly. But I don't think it's them. I think that's how they have the system set up. Yeah, they have that. It's kind of like the old Omnitracks or whatever it was. What was the name of that thing? Qualcomm. It's kind of like a Qualcomm, but it's much better. And then when you get loaded, you go to workflow, and you tell them, it automatically GPS knows that you're there. And so then you go through, and if it's an oversized load or whatever, you have to put in your dimensions and all that. You don't have to put in your actual spacings and stuff because they know all that. But, like your width and your height and weight. The only problem is my first load was supposed to be 88.2. So they ordered me permits for overweight. And I got gypped about $500 because I wasn't overweight. I was only 78.2. So, but you upload your securement picture straight to the app, and you only have to do your first 5 loads as a new driver, and then no big deal on it. And then you do your GPS log back and tell them you're there. And then I think you have to go in and put empty to let the dispatcher know that, you're done. And then you do your pay sheet. But I mean, everything that we haul, if you don't know how to secure it, there is instructions on how they want it done. Now the orientation's kind of stupid because they go over securement with you in orientation. Well, I over secure everything. And so I was getting shit wrong. He's like, no, I'm looking for the minimums. I was like, minimums get you in trouble. He's like, but you got to know your minimums. I don't have to know my minimums because I never do the minimum. And he couldn't get that through his head. You know what I mean? He's like, I want you to do more than the minimum, but this test requires the minimum answers. Right. Because I never do the minimum. I guess exactly. That's the exact same thing I said to him, damn near word for word. I was like, as long as my answer's above the minimum, it shouldn't be counted wrong. I guess on this load I did the minimum because it's a tractor and I did 4 points. But that's how you secure this. If it was heavier, I would have done more than 4. Although I did not weigh this load. I tried to get on the cat scale and they were blocking it. And so we went scale and he didn't say nothing. So I'm not going to spend the $14. I am going to have her put a credit card on our cat scale app so that I don't have to go in. They'll just email the shit to me. I wonder if I could talk to my dispatch and get her to fix the permit charges since I wasn't overweight and I didn't need the overweight permit because I don't put $500 in my pocket. I'd like to swap this for another one though. It's got a light out. Yep, I maxed out at 69. But 69's okay with me. 68, 69, that's fine. I want to be governed because I don't want to look down and I'm doing, 80 and my profits are going out the smokestack. Yes. The yard did that when that Saturday morning I was in there for the Air League. Sasha changed the pedal to 66. It's like, what are you doing? It's policy. It's written on the board to change your speed. I walked over there and he raced it off the board. He got passed by Prime yesterday in his motor truck.
Yeah?
Yeah. Prime is stuck at 65.
It is Deborah.
Is nobody chatting?
Hi, Deborah. Starting to look like fall. It is starting to look like fall. Hello, Hank.
They don't look like fall. Everything's still green.
Hi, Mimi.
Lake Creek Road. Hopefully we can get a refrigerator. I'm hoping today, because I doubt I'm going to get a load today. But, no, I'm delivering in Indiana. And I probably... Yeah, you want me to go by and check on it for you? I'll be in. I'm going to be in. I don't think so. I know. But I'm going to be in Lebanon, which is off of 65. Yeah. No, I don't need it. was thinking about taking it off. I'll put it on the bus. We're gonna get new seats. You don't drive with your headlights on? But you don't leave all day? Why? I leave mine on. Unless I'm parked sleeping, my headlights are on. Yes. I'm that idiot today. Yeah. Why'd you have it pushed in?
Just a rust her down.
What?
Yeah, more road work, Hank.
Okay. Why did you have to have your brakes pushed in to keep that thing running? Oh, all you gotta do is idle it up. Okay. Yeah, idle it up and it's fine. And the thing is that anti-idle thing does not come on all the time. It's very rare that it works. Yeah, you're changing. Yeah. So if you mess with the idle with the cruise control off, you're actually messing with actual idle. But you can take it from 6 to 8, anywhere in there. I kept it around 7. Because 8 is too much. 6 vibrated too much. So 7 was comfortable. And then if you do it with the cruise control, it'll idle up, keep it running. This one does not do that. The truck I'm in now, I cannot idle it up. I can mess with the main idle, but I can't idle it up if I'm parked. But I don't need to. I've got an APU. And this APU will freeze your ass out. I haven't turned on the bunk heater yet to see how it works. That'd be good.
Yeah. I'm listening to a crime podcast because
Nobody's chatting.
nobody's really chatting now. When they send a chat up, then I talk to them.
I was just curious. You seem aggravated this morning.
I'm hurting this morning.
Go lay down.
That's why I'm hurting this morning. That bed's killing me. Hank says it's 49 degrees this morning.
See how far to Lebanon? Here, take my phone so you don't have to get out of that.
It's fine, I can get out of it.
See how far Lebanon, Indiana is to Porter, Indiana? Big Creek Road. Okay, you need to remind me. I need to take all these tablets down and go in and do notifications. I don't want notifications on anything. I don't know which tablet is making that racket.
Well, we'll do it after we get out of this permit.
No, yeah. I'm not saying right now. I'm saying that, when we get stopped.
I mean, I can do it right now if you wanted to take everything down. But
No, I don't do it right now. Well, I was going to measure and see.
Yeah, those banners are 18 inches. So you'll have to do it.
Well, I've got a couple inches on the light.
Yeah, I guess. Are you going to take that rubber out from the light to the...
Yeah, that other guy said to take that out.
Yeah, because it's vibrating.
Yeah.
Still doing flatbed.
Nope.
Right this second, we're hauling an RGN trailer. Okay. What state are we in, Harold? We're in Illinois?
Yes.
We're in Illinois, headed to Lebanon, Indiana. Hello, Pioneer. Welcome in, honey. How are you?
If you notice, I didn't have pipe sticks in there at all. Oh, you need to make sure. You need to make sure that periodically you open up those, especially the top doors, because those nuts will come loose and your door will come open going down the highway. Okay, well, you might, when you open it, you might just want to put your finger on that nut. I had put Roadside
It's
on
me,
them.
Sven, on another
but
account. I just have a
I
question
still had it
about
going.
their channel get banned. I know that it has a weird name.
Yeah,
but
the
I
headache
did
rack is
something
fine.
to
It's
send you
the
guys. I'm
locks.
truly sorry.
The studs
Then
are
I
not
didn't
long
know that it would have
enough
gotten
to
banned.
fully grab
Banned.
the blocking part on the nut.
I don't. If it did, it was done accidentally.
What?
But I'll have to check it on the laptop. I can't do it on tablet.
What?
Sven wanted to know if he got banned because he did anything to offend you guys. I'm truly sorry, but I know that I hadn't seen him in a while. But I have no idea. I'd have to check on the...
You need to write down his username so we can remember to look.
it's under Sven.
Spin?
S-V-E-N.
Oh.
Sven.
Okay. Sorry, go ahead. Yeah. Since I'm doing owner operator shit now, I'm going to stay off as many turnpikes as I can. Right. Now, I was on the Oklahoma Turnpike, but it was on the route. There's nothing I can do about it. It is what it is.
Thank you, Bonnie, honey. Have a good day.
Well, have you noticed? I noticed the other day I got some lumber. I got some 1x what is this? 1x6 for my tablet thing, made in Finland. Why are we shipping in lumber? I've never picked up lumber at. You had a what?
How are you guys doing today? We're doing okay.
I have never. Then
I will
again,
check on
I've never
the
hauled
laptop
a lot
later
of
to check
lumber.
to
I've
see if
done
that
it, to move
was,
me or something. But
Like I
that's
said,
why I
if
don't
it
do
was, it was
flatbed.
done
I don't like
accidentally.
lumber loads.
Which has happened. I have banned friggin' moderators. and
Lumber
stuff.
loads are rookie loads, in my opinion.
Accidentally,
Give me
but-
something challenging. But I mean, maybe we, I guess I shouldn't bitch, import all the wood and leave our forests alone. I don't know. Yeah, but the end user is paying for that tariff. If you go buy a 2x4, that tariff is divided up into however many tons of 2x4, and you're paying for it. That plywood is skyrocketing. Yeah, because in the COVID, everybody remodeled something.
I'm tired.
The good shit is like $80, $90 now. But there's a place in Dallas when we go to do the bus that because I'm going to use the birch plywood and I'm going to frame with plywood. I'm not going to use 2x4s. You can't get any of them straight. But I can get birch plywood for $40, $45 a sheet instead of Home Depot or Lowe's at 80.
I don't know about that, Hank. I have no idea.
No, they're not. Way station. Oh!
Hello, Washboard. How are you?
And what do you have on? Am I supposed to be in the left lane?
I have no idea. I wasn't watching and paying attention. But it looks like everybody else is.
Yeah. I'm going to move over as soon as I can. I was not paying attention. I was on a 5-mile nap.
All are on the radio. You've got a radio, and I imagine some of these people have radio.
Hey, we're supposed to be in the left-handed lane during all this. Sorry, say that again, driver.
Left lane.
Yep, that's me. Okay. Yeah. Hell, we were going somewhere. I don't remember where we were or whatever, but I completely missed the whole city. I don't remember going through that city at all. Yeah. They have pipe stakes. No, they don't have pipe stakes there. You'd have to go to a tarp shop or something like that. Yep. I've used them once. Load from Houston to Grand Junction, Colorado. Yep.
I'm doing okay, Washboard. I'm doing alright.
And that guy, when I got to my delivery, he was a complete douchebag.
Okay.
He's like, pull up over there. So I pulled up over there. I was like, this is where you want me. You need to pull a foot forward. A foot? You're complaining about a foot? Okay. I can understand my wife complaining about a foot.
3:57 p.m. and it's now home
Yeah.
from work. Jobs to drove 40 minutes. That's good. It's 3:57 p.m. It is 9 a.m. here in Illinois, where we are.
I had Subway
Your day's
charge
just
me
getting
30 cents
done,
extra the
ours
other day
is barely
because I made a change to my
started
sandwich.
for-
I was like, we're a $1 billion corporation and y'all are going to nickel and dime me for 30 cents. It's about the inventory.
So we've only been
I was like,
going
but
for about 4 hours.
because I don't get all the vegetables, you don't give me a discount. If I go to McDonald's and I say no vegetables, they should take some off your sandwich. You ain't got time to get groceries.
How are you?
Oh, he took it off of you? What did it pay, did he tell you? Hell no. No, that Peterbilt, though, you need to know, has true four-wheel drive.
Trailer Park or Ashley, we're doing okay anyhow.
You lock your inner axles and or you lock your differential and your axles.
Tired.
Families move from grieving to remembrance. There we go. There's my stuff.
You wish.
Yeah.
AI's taking over big time. I saw a restaurant in Nashville already has AI robots taking food orders through the drive-thru.
Oh, that called Domino's Pizza. I've seen where the drive-thru, it's call center almost.
I've never seen that. Not a drive-thru.
I don't remember where I was.
playing on my tablet or my laptop. I do videos. I watch videos or movies. I like movies. Right this second, I'm listening to Reels on my phone while you guys are sitting here, you know,
Not talking.
not talking.
Do you like that phone
Yes,
holder?
I do. that I don't have it so close to the outside. So if it falls, hopefully it falls in and not out.
But you like the MagSafe?
Yes, I do. I like that I have that
Option.
pop-it that goes with
Yeah,
it.
it's the option. That's what I like about it.
Washport, our destination is Lebanon, Indiana. But it's going to be a few hours before we get there, so. That's for the new subscriber. ego trailer park.
I love to hear shit like that.
Was that
transmission was either unplugged or wasn't plugged in correctly, or if it looked plugged in, to unplug it and replug it in.
Yeah.
I've made a lot of money. I mean, a lot of money working on cars. I've made enough money. It's kept us off the streets, and then some.
One to go. Have a good trip. Be careful next time. All right, Washboard. You have a good day, honey.
I think we need a computer stand right
And
here.
the dogs are people watching. Okay.
I think we need a computer stand right here that can swing over to you or swing over to me.
No.
Why? Then we need a tablet. Doing all these flips, you need to get a scanner that has live data.
yellow one there too, but I put it over there because it was chilly this morning. I figured you wanted it. I think I like those things up there.
Oh, where I put them?
Yeah, I can't believe I'm still riding there. I gotta go to the back and get me some tea.
No, sit down.
Why?
Because I told you to.
You're funny.
You need to learn to mind.
Are we stopping somewhere?
I'm just kidding. Please don't hit me.
Are we stopping somewhere?
No,
Okay.
just don't hit me again. It's starting to hurt. Ow! Stop hitting me. Stop pulling the hair on my head. Y'all, she's pulling my hair.
You don't have any hair.
Pulling the hair in my ears.
That's a good way to get divorced. I'll tell on you.
You were going to stay out of it.
Yeah, I'll stay out of it. But don't do that. That's not cool. You're funny, me dog. If y'all believed anything he just said, y'all are crazy.
What'd they say?
D-Dog says she's just so abusive to you just to keep you in check.
She's very abusive to me. She plays these mind games all the time, too. I never know if she's telling me the truth or not.
Oh, it is blue, and how pretty.
Fantastic.
I'm excited. That's pretty. Thank you, sis.
Hey, sis, are you still at Grandma's?
Yes, yes.
Tell Grandma Kisa when she gets a minute, she needs to call me. But she's not busy. I'll hear from her in June.
Do what?
I'll hear from her in June.
No, she will call you.
No, no.
Mickey says beautiful skies. Trailer Park says she loves you. What? and I quote, "When do you think that will ever be?" That's funny. And do you not know how to operate a phone? You don't like to bother her.
I hate to bother her.
D-Dog says it's 85 degrees where he's at. You guys, I don't know if any of you guys have ever heard of Sons of Legion. They're a two-man group. But this one dude that sings, his voice, oh my gosh. He's got that raspy, I love it.
I was watching, who's that guy with the Gators, the funny guy?
Flower?
No, the Gators.
Yeah, I know, I can see him.
Yeah, Mark Lowry.
Yeah.
Anyway, I was watching.
I said Flower. I was Flower.
Anyway, I was watching them this morning, and they were at a concert, and Bill Gaither was up there singing, and when he gets up there singing, you know, he closes his eyes and he plugs in the ear, and he's doing all this stuff, you know, he oblivious of what's going on around him. And Mark's right beside him, and he's singing, and he gets over in his face, and he's waving, and Bill never looks at him, you know, he's got his eyes closed.
He's worshiping.
And so Mark takes off this shoe, and he sticks it up to Bill's nose.
Oh my gosh.
And then at the very end, you know, they're all adding their flavor on it. And Mark Lowry just goes off the deep end. And Bill looks at him and says, "How dumb can you be?" With a straight face, you know, Bill Gaither does not have a sense of humor. And Mark looks at him and he's like, "You ain't seen nothing yet." And Bill loses it. It was hilarious. It's one of the greatest deals they've done.
And why is that, Alex? Why is that? D-Dog's in Kansas and he says it's 85.
60 here.
Yeah, and somebody got on here earlier. Hold on, let me see. What was it? I'll tell you. As soon as I see it. Oh, I didn't know Chris was on here this morning. I totally missed him.
Oh, it's because you weren't paying attention.
Bill Meyer, he said that Monday they've issued a snowstorm warning.
For Iowa, yeah, you already read all that.
I'm telling them on here.
Oh, excuse me.
A snowstorm warning for Iowa, up to 4 inches possible. Just FYI, you guys. If you're in
It's
Iowa,
awful
be
early for
careful.
this crap.
But you said there's a little reason why you put an extra 25 up. What is that for? That you're hiding it from her. You need to put it up for bills.
Let's go fishing.
You know, kid. I'm game.
Grand Lake.
I would love to go
I
fishing.
think this is Grand Lake.
Get in a boat
Yes,
and go
yes.
out and hang out in a boat for a little while. That'd be nice.
Take Rocky with us. Fuck no.
That dog, he was so cute. Before he even got in the water, he was paddling.
He was practicing.
He didn't want to drown. That poor dog. Elizabeth, I'm going to send you something right quick. Listen to this guy's voice. reminds me of Alex Popovich.
Maybe I'm 50. I'm always tired. That's why I'm trying to get retired. Get in the left lane, you putz.
bought it, especially for $11,500. He actually owes more than that, or paid more than that, because that's what he owes.
Well, he wasn't planning on getting sick.
I know, but it's a BMW. BMW.
That's what she wanted. How many
She
times?
wanted a BMW.
That's what she wanted. How many times have I bought you exactly what you wanted?
I never asked for a Beamer.
I understand that, but you wanted that Ford.
Yeah, I paid for that.
Oh, please.
I paid.
We paid for that.
I bought that truck on my own and paid it off on my own because I wanted something. I wanted to say that I had bought and paid for something myself.
Okay.
I might have missed a few payments, or they were late, not missed, but
Oh, we paid them.
Late,
They
but-
just quit checking that mailbox. And when I told you to call and make sure and check on all that, no, I paid it. I don't know why they're calling me. Well, I bet you freaking pick up the phone next time.
how far away from Lebanon are we?
I don't know. GPS is showing 238 miles, but I'm on a permanent route, so I don't know if that's accurate.
Yeah, we don't know exactly on the permit in Illinois where we are. I do know that in
We have
Indiana we've got
113 miles in Indiana,
Yeah.
114.
there's 114 in Indiana, and I don't know how many left in Illinois we have. So, I-57 to the state line. See, and I can tell you. That's probably pretty accurate, what you've
It
got
is.
over there.
I think so.
So, Illinois to Indiana.
Hey, Steven.
7.
I got your voicemail this morning, but it didn't make any sense to me.
Illinois. I don't know what
It
the-
doesn't.
I don't know what the.
You should have a separate control for your heater.
I don't know what
The APUs, whether they're gas or electric, or diesel or electric, they only put out AC.
If I'm guessing now, we got about 135
But you should have
miles
like an
left.
S-bar heater back there. And
Well, you got two.
what works in this thing?
So did you spend all of that money for the 2 cars?
Okay.
Well, if you had insurance, dog, insurance, it should have made it off for you.
Okay, do you have another display back there?
But I bought me a
Okay. Then you need to
2012 Ford
call,
F-150. Absolutely loved that truck.
you need to call
Had a sunroof.
Roadside or your
Four-door,
dispatcher
4-door.
and tell them,
With a 6
I don't
foot
have
bed.
a bunk heater,
I had
and tell them,
sunroof, my
and
back
get them to
glass
turn off the idle.
open.
If they will not turn off the idle, then when you park at night,
full like key cap.
just figure,
I loved that
just
truck.
set your trailer brakes instead
then
of
my
your
daughter
tractor
wrecked it.
brakes, and it'll idle that way.
Actually, I don't know if it wrecked it, totaled it, but it got wrecked.
That's the workaround. How are you doing over there? How are they treating you?
I was tired.
Yeah.
2.5 hours. I think I'm gonna turn the live off here in just a few minutes. Hello, Fabrice. How are you? And then get back on later on today. I'll be back. I'm going to the gas station to get me some coffee.
Yeah.
I'll just make you a coffee. Silly.
Right. Exactly.
Did you ever call Steven yesterday?
I usually just told them,
I told him you were
too
going to
early
call
to
him,
know.
but I don't remember if you ever did.
Are you on a permit load? Yeah. I don't ever give an ETA when I'm on a permit load. Ever. You know, I'll do what you do. I'm thinking morning. You know, my dispatcher, she asked me yesterday, because I had a right steer blowout yesterday, and I'm on a permitted load. And she's like, do you know what this is going to do to your ETA? And I was like, no, I don't know. You know, I don't know what my ETA is. Good.
That's just in the house, sleeping on the couch. Why is she sleeping on the couch?
Yep.
Did you manage her to the doghouse?
Yep.
I'm just kidding. I get it. I'm just being ornery, I guess. Oh, goodness gracious.
Right. But, you know, if you're on a permitted load, you can only do what you're permitted hours. Do not let them make you run illegal.
I'm hungry. Normally, I'm not hungry. As
Right.
soon after I'm eating the oatmeal, I'm hungry.
Yep. I mean, the chances of you getting caught are slim, but that's not the point. The point is, if you get caught.
Hi, Deborah. How are you this morning?
Yeah. Did I lose you? Hello. You're what?
Mr. H. Trucking. Hi, guys. Been a while. Safe trucking greetings from Nottingham, England. Oh, hello, sweetie. Welcome in. Glenn says, what temperature today? We're at like 70. No, excuse me. We're at 62 degrees right now.
Right. See, the way I do my
I've been in
permits
4
is
different
I
cars,
completely
2 times in
ignore
Mississippi and 2 times in Kansas.
getting to the highway. You know, when I get loaded, I don't care. I'll just get to the highway. I don't care about that. And then I will take one, because if you look at the permit, most of the time they don't give you permitted or instructions all the way to the delivery. They'll just, you know, take 57 and exit 98, and there you go.
Oh, I had another one. I didn't personally. My dad was driving, but
I make sure I
we
take
were in
that exit,
Idaho,
and then
he was taking me to
I
school on
just
the
go
bus. He
with
was taking me to
GPS that
school.
way.
And it was winter time, so there was ice and stuff on the ground. We went to make a left. I think it was a left turn off of our
You've got a
street
very
to
good
school,
argument
and
on
we
that.
got
Yes, you
phones.
do. Yep.
Somebody slid into us.
Right.
There's only
I'm
2
10
wrecks
too
I've
right now.
been in, though, that I can recall. Thank the good Lord.
Right.
I was there once
Yeah.
in London. I wish I could go to England. We just haven't got there yet. After we got the kids up this morning for school, we both was laying down on the couch and passed out. Ah. Okay.
Well, you get for a 14 wide, you should have got a $250 bonus,
Oh.
and then for
I
any
attended a Zoom meeting about my
no, it's
paper that I
supposed to
have
change at 14
write.
foot,
It's
so
not,
250,
but like 4 paragraphs that I have to write.
and 150 for like up to
When you
12
have to have
foot
it
or
done.
whatever it is.
You remember those days? Yeah. I was 6, 7 years old.
Yeah.
Like that.
How's the weather?
5th grade, 2nd grade. I don't remember. I
They
was
said
pretty young.
Colorado
I was
got
like
hit with
7
snow
to
last
10.
week.
I was pretty young. I'm hungry too. Oh, we already had breakfast. I had oatmeal.
It's too early for this.
I finally got my oatmeal this morning. I don't think Steven's hungry yet, so when he gets hungry, we'll stop. I try to wait for him to do stuff like that so we don't have to stop more than once.
Oh, yeah.
I also usually just get some to eat from wherever he's wanting to
That's
eat.
awesome.
Because he's a lot harder to eat, pick places
I remember the Thanksgiving Day, I think it was 91 or 92, that the whole state was blanketed in snow, all the way down to the Gulf. It's very rare to get snow that far.
Cheerio.
Yeah.
Steven had a bacon, egg, and cheese biscuit from
Yeah, very, very much.
Arby's, I think it was. I don't remember where we were at this morning as far as...
No, you're fine. You're fine. My do not disturb comes on at like 9 or 9:30.
Arby's.
Because, you know, especially when I was with Vista, you know, people call me at 2 o'clock in the morning for stupid shit. So I turned that on, you know, because I'm the type, if I get to sleep and somebody calls me 15 minutes after I've been asleep, or even a half hour, I can't go back to sleep. I'll be up for another 5 or 6 hours. So it's like, you know, if it's an emergency, I really probably can't help you anyway. So, like I said, just, you know, keep in touch, but don't let them bully you. This place is so organized, it's not even funny.
I don't know, honey. I was thinking about that this morning. I just need to do a video, and
I've got a link I can send you.
I want to do it on my health journey, though. And anybody and everybody is welcome to chat
I don't
with me
blame
on
you.
there, watch it if I get to go live. I have to have 50 subscribers, I believe, to go live, and I don't have 50 yet.
Yeah.
But I think I'm going to do it on my health journey, whether it be physical, emotional, or spiritual. So there will be biblical stuff on there. If you guys don't want to hear it, I'm just forewarning you now. But I don't even know where to start. I'm trying to figure out where to start, I'm guessing. I guess I need to pray about it. Or, figure out how I want to introduce it, I guess. What do you think, Elizabeth? Tell Steven to get a job. Steven, I was supposed to tell you to get a job. There you go, Deborah. Well, he's been working for 40 years. Easy. He rebuilt his first motor. 9, I believe. 9 years old. You were 9 when you rebuilt your first motor, correct? 9 years old.
I don't know.
12 was sex. 9 was car. Yeah, he was 9 when he rebuilt his first motor. So he's been working since he was 9.
Well, I went to orientation with GT Express, and I left during orientation. I mean, they did not tell me I needed to bring self-defense weapons. The orientation instructor pulled his knife on 2 of us, trying to stab us. Well, actually, it was one driver and one
driving.
And the president of the company came in. And, you know, if I'd have done that, any other company in the world getting it fired on the spot. And all he does is he's like, okay, give me your knife. You can't.
I have 3 grown kids, 5 grandkids.
No. So I can tell by that right there that, and they were wanting to give me a Volvo 670.
But yeah, that's why we did
Not
what
enough
we're
for it to be in my
doing. I told
life.
him
And I
we
had
get
an
some little
extensive conversation with him that I need. I want
he
a
was
bigger
over the
truck
road when they
because
were
we
living.
don't go
I told him, I
home,
was
yada,
like,
yada,
when the
yada.
kids grow up and move out, that's what I want to do. I want to go over
They
the
didn't
road
care.
because I want to be able to see things that I would never get to see otherwise.
Yeah.
So it took me a few months to get him talked
But
back into
yeah,
it.
this company, they've got their crap
I
together.
finally got him talked
I
back
mean, you're
into
gonna
it.
have issues
6
every now
months
and then, like
in the truck,
I'm doing
first
the
6
lease.
months I'd
and
already
the truck,
seen all 40
when I got in it, I test drove it,
continental states.
and it needed alignment.
We've got our
And
passports so
because I
that we can
wasn't
go
able
to
to.
Canada and go into
I was
Alaska.
released
so
from orientation on Thursday,
I'm waiting for one
but
of those
because it needed the
trips.
alignment, they paid me an extra $600 because I had to sit there that weekend, which ain't a whole lot, but at least it's something. And they pushed. You get 2 weeks.
We
If you
are
do the
currently
lease,
in
you get 2
Illinois.
weeks.
We're heading to Lebanon, Indiana
No
to deliver
expenses, no fixed expenses.
deliver this
And
tractor.
because I wasn't able to leave Friday, they
I
pushed
can
it
show
out
y'all
to 3
that.
weeks.
You look in the mirror.
So, you know, but they got an
You can
app.
see we're
and
hauling
everything
that
is on the
big
app.
tractor.
Everything is
See
on
the
the app.
lights and stuff on there. So
So, you know, if you don't know how to secure something, it's on the app.
anyway, but yeah.
So, you know, paperwork, all your messages, permits go to the app, your settlement goes to the app, all that stuff.
I
And
found out
then if you want to move it to
yesterday
your email, you can,
that if you
whatever.
have a DUI, you are banned from Canada.
So it's
Really?
strange, in my opinion, going from a place that's so unorganized to a place that has structure. You know, it's just, I'm not used to it. And this
Why
is a
not
good
go to
company.
Canada? I want to go.
They really
I want to
were.
go see Canada.
I was tickled pink for 3 years.
I want to go see.
And then they just, go ahead.
Where's it? Falls. Niagara Falls from both sides. America's side and Canada's side. Kind of.
Correct.
That kind of neat.
Bobby was my dispatcher when I quit. Because I told him, I said, hey, I need to get a load up to, you know, up towards the office. And so he got me within like 60 miles, 90 miles, whatever. And he's like, are you quitting?
Try that.
Because I told him when he got my dispatcher, I said, I told him who I am and the position. And he's like, well, you outrank me. And so he's like, are you quitting? I was like, yep. He's like, have you told him? I said, no.
Getting
He's
ready
like, well,
to try to clean
you
up the
outrank me.
yard
I'll let
for
you deal with that when you get to the office. I'm not saying anything to anybody.
Everything is better here in the U.S. Yeah, but you can still want to go and see some stuff. I'd love to go.
I'll send you that link.
I hear you. Definitely going to travel in through there when we get the bus.
They have, Jesus, orientation's either going to be in Porter, Indiana, or St. Cloud, Minnesota.
I can't.
But we have yards in Houston, Porter, Minneapolis. Hang on, I can tell you. We have terminals and we have trailer yards. ATS Terminals is St. Cloud, Minnesota. We have Laredo, Channelview, one in Devon, Alberta, Canada, Jacksonville, Florida, and then Porter, Indiana. And then we have trailer yards in Columbus, Ohio, Hollywood, Washington, Franklin, New Jersey, Charlotte, North Carolina, San Bernardino, California,
Go get your
and
CDL
Aberdeen,
permit
Maryland.
and then find you a company.
They've got over 1,000 trucks.
Actually, do you have to have a CDL permit before you go to work in a company that offers school?
No, it's up to them on how you do it.
So you can go in with just a regular license, right?
Hang on.
You can with just a regular license.
I think so, but I would recommend you already having your permit.
That's what I was telling them.
On the company side,
Anyways, yeah,
they
get your
pay
permit,
a
and then
mixture.
get on Steven's
I think
videos.
it's 70 cents a mile or 30%.
videos about how to
Whichever
become a
one is gonna pay
driver.
the most on that particular.
There is a PDF in there that you can download that's got a
So
lot
you don't
of
have to
companies
choose.
and their contact
They're going to do the
info, so
math
they will
for you.
tell you
You say,
whether
okay,
they pay you
well, on this load you're going to make percentage. On this
stuff
load
like
you
that.
thank you.
It's a good start, or a
Mileage.
good starting point
You know.
for you to find a company
So,
that offers
but like I said,
training.
I'm doing the lease. So, but because we don't go home, we're going to make
Don't
that
say
way,
winter.
or we should.
I love being.
And if I
love
don't,
winter.
I can
My
switch over
favorite
to
is
company.
fall. My favorite,
Not a
absolute
big deal.
favorite
So,
season is fall. But the winter,
But I'll
can
send
be
you that
so
link.
pretty. So pretty.
all right, be good.
You hate winter time, huh? I'm sorry I kept interrupting you, but I was trying to answer
You're
some
fine.
questions.
I'm used to it.
Or trying to comment on these comments. Who is that you're sending a link to?
Steve.
The one you were talking to this morning? Or last night? I think it was this morning.
No, he called you tonight.
Oh, you winter time. Yeah, I love winter time too. It's very pretty. Yeah, but you're only training for a month when you go into a, well, it could be a month, it could be 6 weeks, I think, but depending on where you go. Steven had to go back and get his license over again because the state of Texas downgraded his when he didn't keep up his medical card. So he had to go back through the schooling, so he went through SWIFT. So I would just recommend going through SWIFT. I think it's a 6-week program.
It's a 4-week.
Grandma is calling Dad.
Okay, I'm glad she warned me. I sent to get on the phone and call him.
Okay, tell her to call him.
Is she in a good mood? If she's in a bad mood, don't call me.
Elizabeth's there. She's always in a good mood when Elizabeth's there. That was funny. I want some chips or something.
Well, baby, there ain't nothing in here to eat but popcorn.
I know, I don't know.
That is bad that that's the only thing we have to eat is popcorn.
Elizabeth says because I'm the favorite. I got tuna, but I can't open it, so.
You need to start making a grocery list because I'm going to try to hit us at Walmart today.
Today,
Is that okay?
are we buying the refrigerator?
I hope so.
Yeah, D-Dog. He says, I plan on trying to start with Swift just to get the experience. You said yesterday, I think it was you, said you wanted to do a dry van for a little bit and then try to get into step deck, right?
You can go to a school that is straight. Look into Maverick. Maverick is a very good
I don't
company.
remember if he was the one who told us that. But if that's
If you're
the
wanting to
case,
get into flatbed, just go straight to Maverick.
yeah, they have
But-
a school, right?
Yes, but you got to do everything they say because they will send you home. You got to
Yeah, so
understand.
be in the friggin' thing. If they tell you 6:15, you better be in the lobby at 6:15.
You got to understand the school and orientation anywhere you go. That's a week-long interview.
Yeah. There's Grandma.
Hello. How are you?
Hi, Mom.
I'm okay. Melissa says hi. She said, "What's up?" I got a question real quick because I know you're busy. I'm working on an Excel program. And I know you can do ifs. I know how to do it.
Yeah, that's funny. You're funny, honey. Elizabeth, are you still on here? I have to have my
Well, I
camera
tried that what I was reading, it might as well have been in French because I was like, what?
I don't remember.
Okay, I'm wanting.
I don't know how to do it.
It's hard to explain, but if okay, I'm making Excel spreadsheet for my weekly settlement, so I can keep track of, hey, this is how much money I should be making. I can check it against what they made me, make sure we're right. And so, if I get fuel, they charge me $1.25 transaction fee. Not a big deal. That's pretty common.
Got it.
But how do I add? So I put a separate column in for $1.25.
Love you too,
But
Alice, honey. Be careful.
I only need to add that $20.25 if I get fuel. So I was hoping I could put on there, you know, the fuel amount, or I put the price, I put the gallons and then the price per gallon, and then it gives me, you know, the total, and then I want it to automatically add the $1.25.
Where's 418?
Into the column with the total, is what I was hoping. I guess I could do it to where I just do a separate total column. Right. Yeah, I have all that broke down because, like, this load right here pays me like $400 in fuel surcharge, and then, you know, we get like 78 to 85 cents depending on where I stop for fuel discount. So it's very intensive. I didn't know because I know you can do something about a number and then the less than sign or sign and all that. I just didn't know if you knew off the top of your head. Can I just do a plus sign and $1.25? Well, that makes sense.
You know what I told you?
A times B equals C plus 125. Okay.
Yeah, that's what I told you.
That makes sense. Now that I talked it out. I bet you I've got 40 damn formulas or more because I don't know how to do multiple at once. Yeah.
I've always thought Trevor's pulling the takers.
Right.
Always interested, but I would never do it because I'm afraid. Well,
Well, then that's when you go and pull like a milk tanker, or you go get the food grade tankers,
Okay.
so it won't explode. You don't have to haul fuel.
Like you're gonna merge. Okay, I think I got it. Yeah, I did every individual one at a time. Right. Very good to know. Right. Right.
Yeah, they would shift quite easily, I believe. Are tankers safe? If you're hauling like a milk grade or something like that, something that's not going to explode. Because it's a bad
They got baffles.
baffles, that's the word. They've got baffles in them to keep them from doing the flipping and stuff. Mark, we're liking the new company.
I'm saying is if I add column B, because I need an extra column on the top, but I already have stuff in column B. So now the stuff that's in...
We lost the convoy because we had a front tire blowout yesterday, and we sat on the side of the road for 4 hours.
I will play with it when I get...
They told us they were going to go wait at Petro.
Whatever that may be.
But when we got done and went through Petro, they were already gone.
No, I've gone down a lot.
I don't blame them, because I don't know that I would have sat there for 4 hours waiting on somebody either, so... We lost the convoy because we blew a steer tire yesterday.
Right, okay. Yeah, I was just trying to figure out how to automatically add that $1.25. And it's like, you know.
It is what it is, Sandy.
I'll play with it. I'm just trying to get it as close to correct. You know, I don't know if I will ever get it to the exact penny, but I should be able to get it very close. Because, you know, I got fixed expenses and mileage expenses and all kinds of stuff. So, anyway. Alright. I guess enjoy my daughter while she's there. Make her do something. Give her a chore or something. Make her earn her keep. No. Go mow the yard or something. Mamas and daughters. Yeah. I had a blowout on my right steer yesterday. At least it could have happened in a worse place. At least it happened, you know, I wasn't going as fast and there was a place to pull over. Because about 30 miles before, there was no shoulder and it was straight ditches on both sides with, you know, 100-foot drops. So, we got lucky. And I don't have to pay for this tire or the rim because I'm still in my warranty period. So that saves me $1,500. So, I'm very happy about that. Yep. So, anyway, I'm sorry to bother you. I was just trying to get that fixed in my head. Alright, be good. Thanks. Alright, love you.
Okay, sorry.
But remind me, I want to be able to put that on there to where, like when we get fuel.
I'd rather put it on this one so I can do it here.
That's fine.
Because that is too hard for me unless I pull it down.
Well, that's fine. It's on a magnet. But
I asked to do it while I'm on. You told me no.
I don't know how to give it to you. I think I can just share it to you. Right?
To my knowledge,
Now, is there a way?
Steven don't like it either, Mike.
Is there a nothing personal. Don't take it that way. But is there a way I can share it to you, but you can't edit the formulas? You can just enter data?
No, I don't think so, but I don't go in and edit formulas.
Okay, I just don't want it messed up.
I'm not going
It
to go
took
to
me 2 days to figure out. You did comments on the phone on YouTube. It took me 2 days to figure out what you did. Because the comments were all screwed up.
What do you mean what I did?
I couldn't see the comments. It was showing me comments that we had already acknowledged. It wouldn't show me.
All I did was
Yeah,
lights and stuff on them.
you did filters.
No, I went in and checked one of the filters.
I don't do filters.
Oh, I went in and checked the ones that like
I had to
get
go
held.
in. I had to go in and turn off all the filters.
Okay, well I didn't turn them on. All I did was check that one because it holds comments.
I get that. I check that. I do that one periodically.
Anyways, Mike says, Steven, are you going to install a new steer on the driver's side now? He says, I don't like running mismatched steers.
Actually, they're matched now within like 2 weeks.
So are
They're the same brand, same style, same everything.
rim? The rim the same?
Universal rim.
Yeah, but the rims can still be different.
I don't think they are. But the one on the right evidently was my problem
Hello, Glenn.
the whole time.
Well,
So-
you still probably needed an alignment.
I mean, it's a lot better now.
I can't believe they didn't notice that with the tire.
You can't see the inside of the tire.
So is that the problem?
The
with
inside, there
of the
was
tire?
probably
I heard you say something about dust.
there was probably a half a Home Depot bucket full of tire dust
I don't know where that comes from.
the inside of the tire tearing up. If you notice, also there's no vibration anymore.
Yeah. Mike says, not worried about rims, tires only. Yes, alignment for sure. He already had the alignment done twice, and it was still pulling. But when the tire blew yesterday, because you can't, he did his pre-trip, and the people that did the alignment, they would have noticed it too, but apparently the damage was on the inside of the tire and you couldn't tell it. Michael Wilbur, you are welcome to climb on board. Yes, sir. Feel free. Elizabeth says, I'm about to get off here. I love y'all. I love you too, baby. Give Grandma and Papa
Hey, ask Keisha
Give
right.
Grandma and Papa both a hug and a kiss for me.
Ask Keisha right quick if I can share that too. Hey Joel, is Sam around?
No, the alignment's out.
Well, I'm a ATS driver, but I've got a couple buddies that want to know. I got one buddy that is experienced in van, but he wants to do flatbed. Do we train for that, or does he need to go somewhere else where he can come over here and do flatbed? Okay, well he's been with Pascal for like 5 years, so that's all I need to know. I appreciate it. Thanks.
And
No training.
cool. That's very cool. And that's who, Steve?
TC.
OTC.
See if
Oh,
he'll
that'd
answer
be
the
cool.
phone. He is. I'm not answering the phone.
Well, he's driving. I don't blame him.
Anyway, ask Grandma Kisa if I share this to Melissa, if I can lock the formulas to where all she can do is enter data.
I don't know if she's still on here.
Call her right quick for me. give me a call. It's Steven. You got my number.
It went to voicemail.
Sorry, I was on the phone with my mother-in-law, Mrs. Kravitz. What?
Anyways.
I don't remember. Narrow that down.
Yeah, the tires are
Oh, it was
a
February.
couple weeks off. I mean, the driver's side's brand new. It was brand new when we got the truck.
Yep.
We just had the passenger side replaced yesterday, so tires on the front are good.
Batteries I put in it to
done
shop.
before the tires, but it's not pulling anymore, so the alignment should be good.
That's awesome. That's all that's wrong with it?
I was explaining fuel yesterday. I don't know what fuel card that they use, Mike. But yesterday, I know that we spent in the last, up until yesterday. Well, thank you, Chicken on Biscuits, for the $5 super chat. That was very sweet of you. And welcome in. You're a name I don't recognize, so thank you very much.
That's hilarious.
As far as the fuel card, I know that up until yesterday, we had spent $1,150
Yeah.
on fuel.
When
Out of pocket, our own money. Well, on their fuel
yes,
card.
if a bad
That was
battery
after
will cause all
$200
kinds
of
like,
savings.
freak out.
And then with the surcharge that we get back all the surcharge. So we're only going to be out of pocket from about $1,150. We're only going to be out of pocket for $180. I don't know if that helps answer your question or part of your question, but
I had a taxi driver call me he called me last night. I called him back. Oh my God, hang on.
Mike wants to know, what brand of fuel card do you use?
ESS.
Do you know how much discount you get before fuel?
Yes, I can see it on the map, and as soon as I fuel, they send me a message telling me my total discount.
You said EFS?
EFS.
Okay.
So anyway, he called me, so I called him back, and he's like, "How do I turn on the
Hello,
bunker?"
Lightning. How are you? Welcome in.
I was like, "Well, what's back there?"
That's
Since he's
more,
calling me. And he don't have a bunk heater in that truck.
Thank you for the $2
He's like, well, how do I hide it?
chicken on biscuits.
I said, don't set your truck brakes, set your front brakes. He's like,
You're
genius.
funny, but thank
Like,
you. Dad wanted to know
I sent him the
that if he shares, I want you to ask Grandma, if he shares that sheet to me, is there a way he could share it with him locking the formulas so that the formulas can't be messed up?
Or accidentally deleted.
Where I can just enter data. Okay, then you're going to have to tell him how.
Can they text it?
Can you just text it to Dad?
Anyway.
That's fine, he's on the phone. Thank you, baby. Go enjoy your Nemo sandwich. Tell Grandma and Papa I love them. Make sure you give them both. I'm not going to kiss and tell them that Missy Lynn loves them. I say make sure you give Grandma and Papa both a hug and just tell them Missy Lynn
So they're
says
gonna
she loves
change the
them.
batteries and then run more tests to make sure.
I love you more. I don't. I hope you guys are feeling alright. So I hope you guys are feeling alright.
You'll be alright.
Busy like always, huh?
They're taking you to New York to fire you.
I love you guys. I hope you have a good day.
How are you?
Thank you, sissy. Yes, ma'am. I love y'all. Alright.
How are they
Thank you for the safe travel.
how are they going to get that truck picked up?
And yes, thank you again for the $2 from the chat. So all of the
Baby, you
time
gotta
that we
move
have
that. What are you
spent,
doing?
because of all the time that we've spent off air. I'd like to hit that 25K, but
I'm hoping we can hit a
really don't
Walmart
see it
today.
happening. But we'll see.
Walmart and a Home Depot or a Lowe's or a Menards or something.
I would like to know you two's exact salary. Daddy-oso, I don't have a salary. I don't work for yes.
I'm going to start doing videos on that so that
People can be very aware.
Yep.
He'll be transparent.
Yep. I'm going to show my spreadsheet, all of that stuff.
Me personally, I'm on disability.
I've got that
I have
spreadsheet just
degenerative disorder or disease, either one, in my lower back. I'm on disability. I don't bring home but like $900 a month, so it was a joke. No, we're transparent, man. As much information as you guys want. I mean, we don't have a problem answering those questions.
So I think I've already gotten 1, 2, 3 reports.
Welcome back in, sweetie. How are you?
Yep. Because that is $4,500.
I know I'm getting hungry. I need a restroom.
1,000 for my first, 15 for my second, 20 and
I think when I talk them into stopping for food in the restroom, I'm going to turn the live off. I'm not going to say I'll turn it back on because we said we'd turn it back on yesterday and we didn't. So I'll say I will try.
There was no need to.
Yeah, we were just stuck, and then we drove for all of what, an hour?
2 hours.
To get to a truck stop.
Yeah.
So we didn't have much. We didn't have anything going on, and I didn't feel like leaving you guys sitting on the side of the road with us for 4 hours. I got a nap. I don't normally get a nap. That was
What are you doing? You playing on your phone?
But,
Yes.
Daddy also says,
You know, dead silent over here. And he
Y'all
sent somebody over there to do
very
CPR or something.
yeah, that's the only way you should be. You know, I don't feel like playing a part.
I don't see
My
why it
life
takes
is
so long
drama
to get
enough. I don't need to get on
certain
here
places.
and give you guys a show that's
Yeah.
not real. You know?
Yeah.
Y'all want to watch TV and watch, not real
I mean,
crap.
the way they need to do it is, if that stuff has to be put in a certain spot, then you have one forklift unloading the
Vlogging
truck
on my
and
channel,
another forklift putting it up.
videos. Like I said earlier, it's going to be like my health journey, spiritual, emotional, physical, that kind of thing. You guys are welcome to join if you want to. You're welcome to subscribe there also.
I
When I
don't
get
get it.
subscribers, I'll do a live
It
video,
don't make a sense.
live on there too. But
I'm
that
fixing
being
to get off
said,
here,
like I
though, 'cause we
said,
gotta make a
spiritual,
grocery list.
emotional, and physical, there will be
What she's wanting to
God
get
talk,
this week. I'm getting all
Bible
mine.
talk, stuff like that. So I'm just warning you guys, if y'all don't want to listen to that, then, you're probably not going to want to be on that channel.
Or you can just make a hard right turn.
Anyways, I'm out, guys. Stay safe. Love you guys. Love you too, Mississippi. Thanks for stopping back in.
Or what you do is just find a
Maybe see you
forklift, hop on it, and unload yourself.
Y'all ever have lot lizards stay the night? No, we have not. And to my knowledge,
I've
he's
done
only
it.
had one knock on his window twice, right? Lot lizards only knocked on your window twice, right? That's what you told me.
Once here.
No, I mean total.
Oh, no. God, no.
Oh, you used to have them all the time?
Back in the
Okay.
90s and early 2000s, lot lizards used to knock on your windows every night.
I was asking about you personally.
I used to put a piece of notebook paper that said no. And sometimes I'd put a notebook paper that said only if it's free. What?
Anyways,
Do what?
well, once. He said once since
No.
he's been out
No,
driving
never.
this time. I remember that when
No.
I was in the back.
I was sitting in Amarillo.
So only once since
And-
I've been with him.
I'm sitting at the Petro in Amarillo.
Now, we've
So I'm
seen
sitting there
them,
bullshitting on the radio,
but only
doing our
a few.
logbooks at night like normal. That's how we used to do it. And we watched this lot lizard crawl out of the
Steve
truck,
get paid every week or every 2
go
weeks?
over,
Every week, D-Dog.
squat over a mud puddle, splash muddy water up on get out of one truck and step from their step to the step of the next truck and get in.
That's disgusting.
Yep. Yep.
Anyways, like I said, as I was talking about my spiritual
Yep.
growth,
Yep.
emotional health, that kind of thing. I'm real. I'm a real person. So you guys.
I don't think I dislike somebody enough
And every person has more than one
use
side to
their
them. So,
equipment on
I
a
guess
lot of those, and I just can't do
vulnerable
it.
side.
Especially
on
in
the other
using
channel.
like that. You know, when you call a
I
law
don't know
dozer
how
with
it's
a mattress on her
play
back.
out yet. So we'll see.
What do you call a law dozer with a mattress on her back?
Thank you, Sandy. Appreciate it.
No, she's an owner-operator.
Putty Cat
Yep.
says, my paycheck's like my penis. Small. Not enough for my wife. Comes only once a month, but it still pleasing. Oh my goodness, it's funny. Y'all take care. Talk soon. Adioso. Thank you so much for stopping
Yep.
by. Y'all hit the like button.
I'll
If you haven't already.
do that.
If you're not
When I get
subscribed,
loaded,
please
I think.
subscribe too. It's free to do
Although
that.
it's a data center, but they ain't
Not
even
here
priced
asking
yet.
y'all for money.
So he's like, what are you bringing me? I said, a fit tractor. He's like,
Copy and share would be great
the
too.
scraper pans. I was like, well, I said, I'll be happy to go back and get you one. That'll be a much bigger load though. They're in the break room eating their donuts. And you were sitting there. Yep. Nobody told me. It'd be good. We need to make a grocery shopping list. We don't have to do it right this second, but we need to do it before we get there.
What's the difference between my penis and my paycheck? I don't have to beg my wife to blow my paycheck. Oh my gosh, Putty Cat.
That's hilarious.
What city and state are we delivering to?
In Indiana. My wife is the same way, Putty Cat. I repulse her.
You're full of it.
Why she beats me up all the time. I'd rather her beat me than beat me up.
Will you stop? Jackass.
He can say shit like that, but I can't. What the hell? Where's Pawna?
She's probably working.
She don't love us anymore.
I used to drive a box truck at night time delivering newspaper.
Look at all those fun coupons. Holy Toledo. Jesus. Oh, that's corn. That ain't hay, that's corn. Yeah. That's corn. That's baled up.
Okay, well,
I don't know what
corn
they use.
husks,
Yeah, I don't know what they use it for.
you can feed animals that, can't you?
I think. I don't
I
know.
don't know.
My name is Steve, not Farmer Jim.
I love the cello. I had no idea how much I liked the cello before I watched him. Dang, this horse is awesome. Oh my gosh, Pretty Cat. This is how our porn stars paid. Income. Jeez. That's crazy.
Oh, cool. Hell yes.
What?
We are fixing, I'm looking at the email. YouTube sent me an email.
Yeah?
Hey, I got invited to join into something.
Do I need to mute this? You
No.
can tell me? Okay.
But we are fixing to be able to do our live streams at the same time, the same chat, horizontal and vertical at the same time.
What?
We're going to be able to be on two different live streams, vertical and horizontal.
How?
Something they come up with.
Do it have to be two different devices?
No. That right there would be on YouTube.
Both
Vertical
ways.
and horizontal.
So it'll be like we have two lives going at one time?
Yes, but the chat will go to the same.
To the main
It'll
one.
combine the chat between all of it.
Oh, that's cool.
Yes.
That's really cool.
Yes.
Huh. Oh, Pretty Cat says it does not look like the trees have started to turn color. We've seen some that have started. Some areas it's a little less fall-ish, I guess.
This says stream two ways with one combined chat. You will soon have the ability to live stream across formats on YouTube. This means viewers will be able to watch any way they want and join the shared chat.
That's cool.
That's gonna be awesome.
Actually, I see a few that are change color along the highway. Yeah, just a few. Wow, that's a big cross. Yeah, and I've seen those in several different places.
There's
Yeah.
one in DC.
There's one over by where we picked this load up.
We're in Effingham.
Hello, Echo or Ego. Hi guys, where is this place?
This is Effingham, Illinois.
Can we stop for food and
What do
a
you-
bathroom? I don't care. You pick something. I'm getting hungry. I'm getting hungry and I need a restroom.
There's a
But you've
pilot.
been on the phone, so I haven't been able to tell you to stop.
Well, this doesn't have any food. I think
Sandy said that's gonna be nice. That's good. It'll be cool, D-Dog says. Yeah, because then you'll be able to see landscape, right?
landscape and vertical.
portrait. So those of y'all that like to watch on your phone, you can watch on your phone. And those of you that like to watch on the tablet,
Or the TV or whatever.
yeah, sideways, you know, vertical or horizontal, not vertical. That's cool.
Arrow, you can go. Arrow, you can go.
I don't know what this pilot has, I think.
That's funny we got. That is going to be neat though. When are they doing that? Did they
I
tell
don't
you? And did you hear back from the knife thing? Who was it, Gerber?
Gerber. No, not yet. I haven't checked that email.
Oh.
I think. I don't know what this pilot has. It has a McDonald's. That's all you're going to get.
That's fine, babe. I just like to put some in my belly. Back. What was I fixing to look up? Oh, the email. I would like for you, if you don't mind, to send a message to that Epic water filter.
Why can't you do it? They don't know who it comes from. And you are a lot more eloquent than I am.
Okay, well then I need you to help me compose that email.
That's fine.
Sonova. I've never heard of a Sonova. Anyways, I got in a part of a safe journey
The
today and
assigned
enjoyed
permitted
your
route
lunch.
includes a distance of 1 mile onto another
thank you,
continuous
Kitty
state
Cat.
jurisdiction highway, provided that no structures are crossed, no posted weight limits are exceeded, oversized moves are not obstructed, all other provisions of the permit are followed, and the route is used for food, fuel, rest, repairs, to comply with regulatory signs to weigh or to return to the permitted route.
Alright guys, I'm gonna kill the live right now. Like I said, I'm not going to promise to turn it back on because Lord knows I don't like to break my word, but we've had to, we've not turned it back on the last couple times, so I love you guys. It'll say that until we get back on the highway. But you guys, have a good day. If I don't see you later, I love you. Thank you for joining us. You guys have a good day. Thank you, Sandy. You take care too. Love you guys.